When was the last time you felt something that you couldn't explain? Did it make you think it might be a big problem? Your body is sending you signs that it wants to tell you something, and you should never ignore them. Because of this, doctors are aware that something bad might be about to happen when they see these symptoms. 6 symptoms have been identified by doctors as possible signs that the end is near. Watch the video to find out more. These symptoms might not seem life-threatening at first, but they could be telling you something very important about your health. All of these symptoms, from extreme tiredness that won't go away to severe chest pain that won't go away, are your body's way of asking for help. Please pay close attention because this information might save your life. You can take better care of your health before it gets worse if you know about these signs and act quickly. If you don't already, subscribe and hit the bell button before we start. That way you won't miss a video. In the comments, give the video a like if you liked it and a 0 if you didn't. Thanks for your thoughts. I'll use it to make my videos better for you. We can begin now. First and foremost, severe exhaustion that can't be explained. Going to bed tired is one thing, but being so tired you can't tell what's wrong is something else. There may be a serious problem with your body if you feel completely worn out, even after a full night's sleep, or if normal tasks become very hard for you to do. When you're this tired, caffeine and power naps won't help. Its biggest flaw is that it keeps happening even though it doesn't make sense. Even if you used to go for walks every day, even a short walk can make you feel exhausted. It might feel like too much work to do things like cook, get dressed, or even just talk to someone. If your organs aren't working right or your heart isn't pumping blood normally, this could mean that your body is trying to save energy by turning off important processes. This often happens to people with serious illnesses like heart disease, kidney failure, or cancer that has spread when they go to the doctor. Whenever your body is fighting to stay alive, you feel completely worn out. You shouldn't ignore the fact that that's not a good idea. One of the best ways to tell is if this tiredness comes on quickly or gets worse over time. If you went from having a lot of energy to feeling weak and tired all of a sudden for no clear reason, you should do something. No, your body isn't just telling you it's tired. It could be telling you something more serious. You decide what to do next. You should write down when you first felt this tiredness, what makes it happen, and whether it stops you from doing things you used to enjoy. Is it getting worse and getting in the way of your daily life? You should see a doctor. Taking quick action makes it more likely that the problem will be found and fixed before it gets worse. Second, severe chest pain or pressure that comes on quickly. When you feel a crushing, squeezing, or intense pressure in your chest, you should never ignore it. Things could go badly very quickly if this appears out of the blue and spreads to your arm, neck, jaw, or back. Pain like this in the chest is often a sign of an impending heart attack or an aortic dissection that could kill you. A lot of people ignore it because they think it's just heartburn or muscle strain, but doctors don't take chances when they hear about this kind of pain. Waiting too long can mean the difference between life and death. One type of chest pain that is very dangerous makes it hard to breathe. It feels like a weight is pressing down on you. It could start out slowly and get worse over time, or it could hit you like a bus. It's your body calling for help either way. You should know that heart attacks don't always look like the scary scenes you see in movies. Sometimes the symptoms are mild, like pain in the chest or upper body, along with feeling sick, dizzy, or sweating. That's why lots of people wait to deal with it until it's too late. The pain could be coming from your aorta, which is the body's largest artery. If it is sharp, tearing, or feels like something is ripping inside your chest, it could be. This is one of the most dangerous medical emergencies that can happen, and the person needs surgery right away to stop fatal internal bleeding. If you suddenly feel severe chest pain, what should you do? Do not wait. Don't just lay there and hope it goes away. Do not tell yourself that it's just stress. Call the emergency services right away. The faster you get medical help, the more likely it is that you will live. Third, having trouble breathing or being short of breath. Imagine that you're sitting in your chair and not doing anything hard when all of a sudden you feel like you need to take a deep breath. Like all of a sudden the air is thinner, and no matter how deeply you breathe in, it's not enough. Not only does this make you feel bad, it's a huge red flag. Doctors say that shortness of breath that you can't explain is often your body's way of telling you that something important is wrong. It might mean you have heart failure that is getting worse, a dangerous blood clot in your lungs, or even a heart attack that you are not aware of. A lot of people think that having trouble breathing is just part of getting older, but you can't ignore it if it starts out of the blue or gets worse over time. A pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot that gets to your lungs, is one of the most dangerous things that can happen when you suddenly can't breathe. This could happen at any time, especially if you've been sitting for a long time or have recently had surgery. What's the scary part? It usually starts with a little pain or tightness in the chest, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're suffocating. You could also have congestive heart failure, which happens when your heart isn't pumping blood well and fluid builds up in your lungs. It's tougher to breathe, especially when you're lying down. Some people wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. Then there's the warning sign that people often miss, a silent heart attack. Unlike the usual crushing chest pain, this kind of heart attack is marked by extreme shortness of breath, nausea, cold sweats, and feeling completely worn out. A lot of people don't understand they're having a heart attack until it's too late. That being said, what should you do if you suddenly feel short of breath for no apparent reason? Do not wait. Stay calm, sit down, and get medical help right away. It's important to act quickly if you have a clot, a heart problem, or a serious lung problem. Another silent but deadly warning sign is losing a lot of weight for no clear reason. Number 4, a big drop in weight that you can't explain. At first, losing weight without trying might seem like a good thing, but then you realize it could be a very bad sign. If you haven't changed what you eat or how often you work out, but the pounds are still coming off, your body may be fighting something much more dangerous than you think. Doctors warn that losing a lot of weight quickly and without meaning to can be a sign of advanced disease, especially in older adults. One of the main offenders, cancer. Some cancers, like those in the pancreas, lungs, or digestive system, can make people lose weight quickly before they show any other signs. This happens because having cancer changes how your body uses energy, making you burn calories very quickly. That's not all, though. Losing a lot of weight can also be a sign of serious metabolic problems, diabetes that hasn't been diagnosed, or even heart failure. When your body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, fat and muscle start to disappear. This makes you feel weaker, more tired, and more fragile. Someone told you that you look thinner even though you haven't tried to lose weight, or your clothes feel looser, or your belt needs to be tightened more often. It's time to pay attention. A lot of people don't think about this, but there's another reason for it. Infections and chronic inflammation. When you're sick, your immune system works extra hard, using up all of your energy and making you lose weight without you even realizing it. Some diseases like tuberculosis, chronic infections, or autoimmune diseases can use up all of your body's resources, which can make you lose weight quickly for no apparent reason. What should you do now? One sign that something is wrong is if you've lost more than 5% of your body weight without trying. Do not think that it is only a part of getting older. Get your blood work done, make an appointment for a checkup, and demand answers. You have a better chance of stopping something bad before it's too late if you find the cause quickly. 5. Being confused, lost, or having sudden personality changes. When you feel like your mind is leaving you, it's scary. If you or someone you care about starts forgetting things, getting confused easily, or acting differently for no reason, it could mean that something serious is going on in the brain. Doctors warn that sudden mental decline could be a sign of a stroke, a brain infection, or even a more serious neurological disease. A stroke, for instance, can make you lose your temper, speak slurred, or not be able to recognize people and places you know. There are times when people seem off for a short time, but minutes or hours later they are fine again. This might be a short-term ischemic attack. A brain infection can make you lose your bearings quickly, especially in older people. It might not just be old age if someone seems distant, irritable, or unable to hold a normal conversation all of a sudden. When infections spread quickly through the body, they can affect the brain and lead to delirium, a state of being confused that can happen overnight. Then there's the chance of having Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. These conditions usually get worse over time, but sometimes people lose track of time, forget recent events, or have trouble with simple tasks that they used to do without any trouble. People often make the mistake of thinking that getting confused all of a sudden is a normal part of getting older. It's not. Often when the brain starts to act up quickly, it's because of an underlying health problem that could be fatal if not treated. What should you do now? Get medical help right away if you notice sudden changes in your memory, behavior, or awareness. Keep these signs in mind, whether you think it's a stroke, an infection, or something else. It's important to act quickly because every second counts when it comes to brain health. Now let's talk about the last and most painful warning sign: severe abdominal pain that won't go away. Sixth, severe abdominal pain that won't go away. Even though a stomach ache might not seem like a big deal, if it is deep, sharp, or won't go away, it could be a sign of something much more serious. Doctors say that if you have severe abdominal pain that lasts for hours or comes on quickly, it could mean that something inside your body is breaking down. A ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm is one of the most serious problems that can happen. This happens when a weak spot in the aorta, the body's main artery, bursts, letting blood flow inside and killing the person within minutes. People often say the pain is deep and constant in the stomach, lower back, or sides, and it can pulse with every heartbeat. Emergency care right away is the only thing that can save your life if this happens. When blood flow to the intestines is suddenly cut off, this is called ischemia and can be very dangerous for your life. Severe abdominal pain is another sign of this. This could be caused by a twisted bowel, a dangerous blood clot, or even cancer that has spread. If you haven't had regular bowel movements in a while and your stomach feels swollen, hard, or sore to the touch, that's a bad sign. Then there's pancreatitis, which is an inflammation of the pancreas that can make the upper abdomen very painful and sometimes even reach the back. It can start quickly and get worse after eating, making it impossible to eat even simple foods. If you don't treat this condition, it can get worse very quickly and cause serious problems like organ failure. Some people also have gallbladder attacks, which are sharp, stabbing pains under the ribs that are often brought on by eating fatty foods. A lot of people think this is acid reflux or gas, but infections that can be fatal can happen when the gallbladder gets inflamed or blocked by stones. If you ever feel an unbearable, constant, or unexplained pain in your abdomen, what should you do? Do not wait. Get medical help right away, especially if you have a fever, are throwing up, or feel weak all of a sudden. Delaying care could mean the difference between getting better or having a much worse outcome for some conditions that need surgery. Last words. If you've made it this far, you now know that your body lets you know when something bad is going to happen. It is important to know what to look for and act quickly if something doesn't feel right. It could be fatal to ignore these signs or think they'll go away on their own. We've talked about 6 major signs that your body may be in serious trouble: sudden chest pain, weight loss that you can't explain, shortness of breath, confusion, or severe abdominal pain. These are not signs to ignore. Pay attention to your body when something doesn't feel right. It's better to go to the doctor now and be told it's nothing than to wait until it's too late. As we age, one of the hardest things is realizing that our health can change at any time. The good news is that knowing what's going on puts you in charge. Being aware of these signs gives you the power to safeguard yourself and act when it's most important. You don't need to be scared all the time, but you should be aware. Thanks for being here today. Please get in touch with us. Tell us what you learned today and how you're going to use it in your life in the comments below. We care about what you think, so don't be shy about telling us. We feel very motivated and encouraged when we read your comments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you liked it and found it useful. Thanks for your support. It lets us keep making good content for you to learn from and be inspired by. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.